Hi, this is James. Virginia is currently preoccupied elsewhere. I wanted to take this opportunity to introduce to you the board that we are going to be playing on today. We're going to play the standard 3 games of Vici, and thus far you've seen us play on square boards and round boards. This is the new board that I think is actually, I prefer, and I think it's pretty cool. I wanted to introduce you to it so you can take a look at it so as you won't be confused. And here it is the triangular board. Now, the reason that this board is in particularly confusing to a lot of people is that the triangle and the square don't really mix. This is indeed still the same 3 by 3 by 3 grid that is represented by squares and set in a cubic spatial configuration on the square board, and then also works on the round board. But on this one, it seems to be a bit counterintuitive to how they work together. It is indeed still 3 by 3 by 3, but the orientation on a 3-sided plane really throws people off. In particular, the idea that this, while it looks straight because the lines are straight and go together, is the diagonal, as is this, the diagonal. It is very simple and very easy to mistake that for being 3 in a row, that for being 3 in a row, but they are diagonals, and of course we know that the first rule of Vici is that there are no diagonals. We are still going to be using the call signs that we introduced in the last couple of games by having three letters for one axis, 3 numbers for the other axis, and top, middle, bottom. So on this, we are going to be using A, B, and C, 1, 2, and 3, top, middle, and bottom. Each one of these spaces is labeled appropriately. We will be saying from which point we take something to which point we put something, and announcing threats in the appropriate manner on the appropriate alignment. We are still going to be using all of the terminology that we introduced, based mostly on Latin. I hope that doesn't get too confusing. We're still going to be using our standard pieces. And once again, just to make sure everybody's on the same page, this is referred to as the round. The top is round. This is referred to as the point because the top comes to a point. And this, in following, is referred to as a flat. That's right, because the top is flat. This is referred to as the multi. It seems to be different in every different set that we make. This one I made as 3 planes coming together, which I call a nexus, but just as in every other game, it is referred to as the multi. We're still going to be using the scoreboard that we had from the last square game. The scoreboard is very simple. When you score a round, you would turn up the round indicator piece. If you were white, you would turn it up to gold. If you were black, you would turn it up to silver. That indicates which part you are in, Vini, Veni, or Viti. Also lets the other person know where you are. It's fair warning, the basic scoreboard. We are going to be going through the setup, getting all 20 pieces on, and the all-in, meaning you can turn and realign the pieces. Other than that, today we're going to be having our drinks and snacks together. This is a well-dressed Bloody Mary. I think I should let you know that if you really want to have a good Bloody Mary, you really have to throw in a nice big piece of bacon. Other things that make this quite good are the green onions and the cilantro, and of course all the other accoutrements. Anyway, Virginia will be back. We will start our 3 games in just a minute, and hopefully I'll see you then. Cheers!